Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that we can be here together today for our Circuits Core stretch class, about 20 minutes in each of those segments. We are going to do 2 rounds through our circuits today. We're going to be doing a little combination of some work. I'll discuss that a little bit as we get through. There's no point in me telling you now. We're going to just get started. You're going to just need your dumbbells, some water, and of course, a smile on your face. We're going to get up. We're going to get started with a nice little warm up here, and then we're going to transition right into our circuit. Let's go ahead and start with some marches. I'll be here for about 15 odd seconds just to start getting the movement into the legs. Really nice and steady today. Great. Just drawing some awareness to the breathing. Good. Let's stay here for another 5 more seconds. We're going to plant our feet. Do a couple of nice big breaths to the belly. In 3, 2, 1. Land those feet. Bend in through the knees. Extend the arms up overhead. Lengthen the body. Grab hold of your left wrist. Lean over to the right. Press down into that left hip. Open up that left shoulder to really open up through that pectoralis minor, and also extend out through the arms, resting down towards the right side. Inhale, come back through center, over to the other side. Sorry, good. I apologize. I know those of you who are watching this video possibly at home later, my dog's getting spayed and that's my veterinarian. So if they call again, I might have to pause the video. All right, let's go ahead and do this one more time. I apologize. Of course, these things happen when we're on. Good. Inhale one more time, back through center, over to the other side. Nice job. Good. Go ahead, come back through center, sweep the arms behind you, roll the shoulder blades back and down, interlace the fingers, draw the hands down, opening up through the heart, just opening through the chest without popping the rib cage forward. Keep the chin facing directly in front of you. Beautiful. Go ahead and swim those arms forward, interlace the fingers, and this time press the palms away from you, round through the shoulders to kind of bring that C curve through the chest here. Maybe draw the chin towards the heart, lengthening the back of the neck. Terrific. Release the hands, extend or lift up through the chin, extend the arms up overhead. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, let's extend the arms long, reach the fingers, start our arm circles, draw the knees up towards the belly button. Let's try and step up through some really high steps here. So today we're going to be running through our circuit nice and steady and slow. And I'm not going to rush through our work today. Really trying to take some time to really tune in with the body, make sure we're using everything we should be using for the work. So same here with our warm-up. I want you to warm your body up, but just take it nice and steady. Notice any kinks, anything that you need to kind of work through, work out. Great. Go ahead and reverse the circle, opposite direction. Nice little medium-sized circle here. Drop the shoulder blades down. Keep the gaze forward. Nice job. Good. Excellent job. Great. Now, when we're ready, in about 5 seconds, we're going to release the hands to the side. In 2 and 1, release the arms, start marching. We're going to take a little step over to the left. We're going to do a little dynamic lateral stretch here. So starting on the left side of your mat, we're going to lean in towards the right leg and externally rotating that leg, opening into a little opening through the hip here. If you want to and it feels comfortable, go ahead and reach. Come back up, back to base. Here we go. Good. Energize, power off that front leg. Good. Nice and tall. Abs are drawn in. Back is long. That's really important. So you can feel nice and supported through the pelvis. Beautiful. Well done. Good. Keep it going. Nice. We got 4 more. Now we're looking at this as a nice dynamic movement. So we're getting a little bit of stretch through the inner thigh of the right. We're warming up the muscles too, getting them ready for our workout. Great job. Beautiful. Last one. And back through center. Nice job. Let's march it out. Beautiful. Great, let's bring it over towards the opposite side of the mat. We're gonna do that same thing on our left leg, nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Step it out, reach it out if you want to, you don't have to. Maybe you're just doing a nice inner thigh stretch here. Really plant that foot, support the back by keeping your abs pulled in. Nice job. Good. So this is like a pot of water, right? I've used that expression or that analogy before. We're slowly warming up our body. We're not going into a full roaring boil. Just starting to feel a little bit of those air bubbles at the bottom of the pot starting to kind of develop here. Just notice how it feels. Maybe you get a little more range, taking that time to really lengthen the body here. Good. Stay here for another one last one. And then come right back through center when you're ready and walk it back to the center of your mat. Fantastic. Nice job, everyone. Great. From here, we're going to do a little bend and reach. So we're going to bend in through the hips. Knees are going to be bent. We're going to reach and back through center, reach and back through center. Getting a little bit of extension here in the hip and in the shoulder. Keep the arms nice and energized. When I say that, I mean, I want you to feel like you've got that really nice reach right from the fingers right to the toes. You've got some good engagement through the glutes here. Your abs are pulled in. Your head is nicely aligned. Keep going. Good. That's it. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Back through center. Nice job. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Karate chop from the hips. Knees are bent. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach and back. Reach and back. Now that right knee is in that nice semi-squat position. So you're keeping that quad nice and engaged. Powering through the foot. So you're really rooting into that right foot here. Balancing through the front and the back part of the foot. Nice job. Keep going. 3 more. 2 more. That's it. 1 more. Back through center and march it out. Nice job. Fantastic. Great. All right. Hopefully we're feeling a little warmer. We're going to get started in our main set next. So we're going to be doing some crossback lunges today. Now, if a deep crossback lunge does not feel good for you, don't do it, right? Always listen to your body. So crossback lunges is like that bowling ball curtsy lunge. It's kind of like that, whoo, you're going to throw that bowling ball away. Now we're going to be doing alternating sides. You can pick up the pace at home. You can follow along with me. I'm going to take it slow and steady. One key point when you do those curtsy lunges, that knee has to stay nicely aligned. The knee is not rotating. Knee is not coming out. I'm going to try and keep it right where our ankle is. So as we're coming into that curtsy lunge, you can look down at that knee and see that it's tracking with your 2 big toes. Then come back through center. So maybe your range of motion is going to be a little different than others, and that's totally cool. Find what works for you. Now I'm going to add on a little weight. You can take this option on. You can leave it if you want to. Okay? Start at the middle of your mat. Make sure you have enough space to the left and right of you. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Start with my right leg. Bend down. Come back through center. Now you'll notice shoulders are fairly square. Belly button is racing forward. Knee is tracking. So I'm not rotating through my trunk. I'm bending down through my back knee. If that's accessible to you, go ahead and do it. If not, maybe you're just extending out long with a bit more of a lengthened leg like that. Little less of a bend down towards the floor. Good. Keep your core just engaged, not bracing. 15 seconds to go. So you're just aware of your core. You're tall through the spine. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. Excellent. Whew. Well done. Alrighty. we're going back to some shoulder work today. We're going to be doing a double shoulder press. I'm going to invite you to do it as a single leg. If you want to, you can do it with both feet on the floor if that feels better for you. So go ahead, grab your weights. Halfway through, we'll switch and bring the other foot down to the floor. Balance out through one foot. Bring your arms up 90 degrees. Abs are pulled in. Here we go. Press it up and down. Nice and wide. Bring those elbows out. Draw that awareness to the underarm area. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. That's it. You got it. Beautiful. Fantastic. Excellent. And we're going to switch sides. Take that other foot. Balance it out. Lift it up, that opposite foot. There you go. 10 seconds to go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Bring those arms down. Fantastic. Nice job. Woo! Excellent. Alrighty. So from here, we got a combination effort coming up. So we're going to be doing a reverse lunge to a cross-body bicep curl with a dip, and then we're going to come back to base to squat. Let me demonstrate. We got a lot going on this one. All right, starting at the top of your mat, we're going to come back into a lunge. So your front knee is stacked on top of your ankle. Now, cross-body bicep curl, you're going to come into your cross-body bicep curl single arm as you dip down. So one arm comes up as you dip down. Opposite arm is going to come up, dip down again. You're going to bring that back foot forward, squat it out, come back through center, left leg comes back. Dip down, cross-body curl. Dip down, cross-body curl. Come back through center, squat it out. Right leg goes back again. All right, let's start it off slow and steady. We can pick up the tempo on the second round. Starting with the right foot, here we go. Take a step back. Cross-body curl with a dip. 1, lift up. Cross-body curl with a dip. 2, lift up. Come back through center. Squat it out. Lift, left leg back. Cross-body with a dip. And lift. Cross-body with a dip. Opposite arm and lift. Back through center. Squat it out. Right leg back. Cross-body with a dip. You got it. Cross-body with a dip. Back through center. Feet land. Down into a squat. Lift. Left foot back. Cross-body with a dip. Keep going. Cross-body with a dip. And then bring that back foot. Square. Squat it out. Here we go. Keep going. Cross-body with a dip. Nice and tall. Gaze is forward. That's it. Squat it out. Nice. We got 5 seconds left. One more round of these. Good. Back in. Squat it out and stand. Nice job. A little coordination going on there. Fantastic. All right. We have one more effort to go, and then we're going to come back to the top of our circuit here for today. So for today, we're going to be doing a fly to a tricep kickback. So we're going to be doing a little combination work here again. So from here, going to be going into a bent over position. So karate chop from the hips, back is long, tailbone slightly tucked under. We're going to go into a fly. We're going to come back. Going to kick it out. Back in. Fly. Back. Kick it out. Fly. Back. Kick it out. So we're doing more of a bent over. I started off with more of a lengthened arm. Actually, bent over. Arms are bent. Open up to a fly. Come back. Kick it out. All right. So let's go. Karate chop from the hips. Bending from the knees. Plant into the feet. And let's do it. Fly. Back. Kick it out. Square off those shoulders. Now, as I'm going into my bent arm fly, chest is open. Going within my range of motion. Gonna bring those blades together. Abs are drawn in. That's it. Nice job. Kick those arms back. Really get those triceps fired up as you kick the arms back. Good job. 20 seconds. Beautiful. Great. Working those traps and those rhomboids. Good. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, shake that out. Well done, everyone. So that was our circuit. That's what we're going to repeat one more time. Then we're getting into our core portion of class. So grab a water. We're going to take a minute recovery here. And then we're going to get right into the next circuit here. All right. Let me, please excuse me. All right. Just making sure everybody got delivered where they had to be today. All right. So we've got our crossbody curtsy lunges. Then we have our reverse lunges with our, we've got our crossback curtsy lunges. Then we've got our reverse lunges with our biceps, dips. Then we've got our supine flies to triceps. Our shoulder presses before that. And then we've got the rest. So we've got about 4 rounds to go. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our curtsy lunges. Grab your weights. Now, I've got one weight just holding at my chest. I've got a bit of a heavier weight here. If you have that accessible, again, you're just holding it as an isometric hold. You can always hold 2 weights if that's available, or just one heavier weight, or none at all. That's always an option. All right, start with our cross bodies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Knee tracks, nice and tall. Maybe this time you're taking it a little bit quicker. Pick up that tempo. Here we go. That's it. Remember, shoulders are square. Knees bend and lengthen. That's it. Nice job. Keep going. Beautiful. That's it. Good. A little external rotation. Front knee stays stacked. 15 seconds to go. You've got it. Beautiful. Nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Let's take a 15-second recovery. Oh, those are always a little bit of a fun challenge. All right. Here we go. We're going to go into our shoulder presses next. So weight into one foot. We're going to do a little balance work. If you don't want to do the balance work, or if you're not sure, bring your tippy toes to the floor, just lift the heels. That may be enough for today, or you can lift the foot. Here we go, 90 degrees. Abs are pulling, ribs are down. Press it up. 22 odd seconds here. Then we're going to go ahead and switch legs. About 15 seconds to go. Keep your jaw soft. Good. You look great. Fantastic. All right, in 3, 2, 1, switch legs. If you're feeling wibbly wobbly, more on one side than the other, maybe bring those toes down. Just lift the heel. Good job. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Fantastic. Woo! Excellent. Those are always fun to do. Balance work is so important. All right, let's grab a little water break. We're going to go into our reverse lunges with our bicep curl dip combination with our squats. So the crossbody bicep curl is really like this midway body. So you're holding onto that weight, drawing the dumbbell kind of right in the center of your midline, right in the middle of your body. So when you're coming down, doing those dips, you're going to really bring it just in front here. Shoulders are nice and open. All right, grab your weights. Let's start at the top of our mat. Right foot steps back. Find that lunge position. Keep that left knee stacked on top. Here we go. Dip it down and crossbody curl. Dip it down, crossbody curl. Come back through center. Squat it out. Back up. Other side. Crossbody with a dip. Crossbody with a dip. Back through center. And down we go. And lift. Crossbody. Cross body. Good. Back through center. Down. Lift, keep going. That's it, nice job. Nice job, back through center and down and lift. Beautiful, drop it back. 1, 2, you got it, keep going. Last one more set. Left leg back, this is it. 1 and 2, come back through center, squat it out and lift. Fantastic, excellent job, well done. Woo, shake that off. Great job. Let's grab a little water break. Fantastic. All right. Okay. All right. Please excuse me. Okay, here we go. We got our last round. We've got our supine, our bent over flies, 2 our tricep kickbacks. So let's go ahead and grab our weights. Remember, those are bent. They're kind of like bent over. Arms are going to be at that 90 degrees. Come back through center. Hold those elbows out. Kick the arms back through center. Open up. All right, here we go. Bent over position. Knees behind the toes. Here we go. Open, close, kick it back, open, close, kick it back. Nice job. Good, nice breath here. Nice and tall through the spine. Good. Beautiful, you got it. Good, now think about those shoulder blades gliding towards center. Nice and wide, you got it. Beautiful. Fantastic. Good. 10 seconds to go. Great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're there. 2 and 1. Woo! Nice job. Excellent. Well done. All right. Let's shake that off. That was our second set. Grab some water. We're going to take a minute recovery. We're going to get down to the floor. You can keep your shoes on if you want. Please. Okay, sorry. Of course, there's a paperwork issue. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Of course, whenever we have something important happening, we got a lot going on all at once. Okay, so we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to start off right in a plank position. So we're going to be doing a 45-second plank. Now I'm going to give you the option. You can choose to do a different version of plank. You can maybe do a rocking plank if you want. You could do a kneeling plank. You can do some shoulder touches if you need something a little more intense today. So why don't we come on down to the floor, choose your version of plank. We're going to hold it for 45 seconds and get right back into the core portion of our class. So let's come on down. All right. So I'm going to be doing a push-up plank today, 45 seconds. From our push-up plank, after we're done, we're going to come back onto our heels, give the back of our body a little stretch, and then we're going to do a little bit of extension work on the next effort. So hands underneath the shoulders and wrists below the elbows. Nice and wide. Press back with the legs if you're doing a full plank position. If you're on your knees, go into a full plank, then drop the knees down. Lift the head. Here we go, 45. Now, again, if you want some other options, you can do some shoulder touches. If you're doing shoulder touches, think about keeping that pelvis from rotating, more of just a shift of weight. Good. Stay here with me. Nice job. Head lift, so tuck that chin slightly up. Back is long, head is racing forward, heel is racing back. Keep going, 15 seconds. That's it, you got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to the knees, press back onto the heels. Good job. Take a moment here, stretch out the back. Beautiful. Whew. All right, so this next effort we're going to do is we're going to do, I'm going to give you a couple of options for swimmers. And I often talk about, strengthening the front part of the body was also really important to strengthen the back part of the body. Extension is a really great way to do that. So we're going to come down onto our tummy. Now, if any of us have shoulder issues, swimmers with the arms extended forward may not be the best option for you. I'm actually going to keep my hands at my side. Inner thighs are going to come together. So bring some awareness to the muscles on the inside of the thighs. Now, if you're comfortable with this position, this can be a little straining on the neck for some, not for all. So if this feels comfortable with the arms extended and the legs reaching long, you can go ahead and do your swimmers in this version. So you'll be lifting and alternating your feet and your arms. If that feels like it's too much on the neck, and I'm going to do this version, I'm going to bring my hands to the side. Palms are going to face up towards the sun. Roll the heads of the humerus joint up and over, so back, so your chest is open. We're going to inhale to lift and start swimming it out. So arms and feet, legs, chest is lifted, gaze is down. So all too often, I see people kind of gazing forward, but I want your gaze to be right down towards the floor so your head stays aligned with the rest of the spine. Keep pressing, keep swimming here. Good. We're only going to be here for about 30 seconds. Keep your glutes turned on, abs turned in. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Fantastic. Take your hands, press them into the floor, press back onto your heels. Take a break. Want to counteract that flexion, that extension, with a little stretch here on the back side of the body. Great. Now let's go ahead and we're going to shift forward. We're going to take our feet, swim them all the way forward. We're going to come onto our back, and we're going to be doing a little bit of crunches on our back here. So bringing down onto the back, feet are going to be flat, coming into a neutral spine. Now we're going to do one version with our ankle crossed over our knee, and our knee is nice and wide here, and we're going to go into crunches here. However, if you're here and this does not feel good on your back or on your hip, please place your foot back down to the floor. So let's go ahead and cross if you want to do that version. Knee is open, hip is open, and then go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. All right. Interlace the fingers. Chest is open. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lift and lower. We're going to be doing 30 seconds here, and then we're going to switch legs and do another 30 seconds on the other side. So 1 minute here of work. Keep going. Exhale, lift. Now make sure you've got that nice neutral back. You might want to naturally kind of press the low back into the floor, but I don't want you to. I want you to keep your back with that natural curve. Just lift. Chin is lifted away from the chest. Good. Go ahead, switch sides. Bring that opposite ankle over the knee. Continue with your crunches. Really pull in through the center of the abdomen. Big exhales as you lift. Terrific. Keep going. Beautiful. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. Fantastic. 3, 2, and 1. And rest back down. Take your foot, rest it back to the floor. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and bring our knees in towards our chest. And we're going to rock ourselves up into a seated position, getting ready to go right into our boat. So we're going to be doing 2 options for boats. You can choose what works best for you. Option number 1 is if you're new to boats, this is kind of something that you haven't done, or you haven't done them in a while. Maybe you just want to get that feeling of being in a boat position with your feet maybe down to the floor, hands gently feather touching behind the thighs. You could play around with lifting your legs. The other option is we do a boat with rotation. Going to work a little bit more of the obliques. So when you're in this position to get ready to go into boat, Make sure your sits bones are down to the ground. Lean back, chest is open. You can lift the legs up if you want, and then go into rotations. Now I'm taking them slow and steady here. I'm also not trying to jam in through my spine. So make sure that when you're rotating, you're tall. Maybe your legs don't want to lift off the ground, and that's totally cool. Maybe left the heels down to the floor. Just rotate. Now remember, shoulders are coming with. We're not rotating through the shoulders. We're facilitating this rotation with the engagement of the obliques. Nice and tall, no compression in the low back. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest those feet, rest the weights down, and take a break. Nice job. So that was our core set. We're going to rinse, wash, and repeat that 2 more times. So we're going to start back with our plank. So when you're ready, if you want to grab some water, you can. When you're ready, we'll get ourselves ready for our plank position. So coming back. Whew. All right. So we're going to be coming down into our plank position. You can go ahead and choose whatever version of plank. If you weren't you want to try something different, maybe you want to try some shoulder touches if that feels comfortable. Maybe rocking forward and back, that's also possible. All right, I'm going to do some shoulder touches for this 45-second round. Here we go. Go ahead and extend the legs, and you can do shoulder touches in a kneeling plank too. Here we go. Now, when you're doing these, you want to energize root through the hand. You want to make sure the shoulder is nice and supported because you're putting that lot of weight in that opposite arm. If you're doing this version of shoulder touches, abs are pulled in. I want you to imagine you've got a little hand underneath your tummy, kind of lifting your abs in towards the spine. Great job. 25 seconds in, 20 to go. Good. Nice job. 15. Beautiful. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest down on your knees. Counter stretch this with your hips down towards your heels. Maybe keep the arms extended. All right. Beautiful. Next, we're going to come into our extension. So we'll shift back onto our hands and knees, come down to our tummy. So core and glute engagement is key. Shoulders pulled back, very important so that you're not rounding through the front of the body, but you're nice and engaged through the rhomboids. Arms are going to extend out, glutes and inner thighs drawn together. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And exhale, start to swim those arms and feet. Keep those legs really pressing forward. Tips of the toes lengthening. Pull up through the upper body, really strengthening the posterior side of the back. Keep going. 15 seconds. Pubic bone is down to the floor. Ribs are slightly lifted. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Whew, nice job. All right, let's go ahead, press back onto our heels. Counter stretch that one again. Whew, excellent. Okay, let's come onto hands and knees. We're going to move ourselves onto the floor for our crunch portion. So if you're not doing the cross-legged version, and you're just doing them with your feet flat on the floor, you want to experiment with something different. You can always bring your legs up to 90 degrees. You'll be doing this for 1 minute. So if you're doing the cross-legged, halfway through, I'll switch the sides of the feet. Okay? Hands behind the head. Interlace the fingers wide through the chest. Elbows wide. Cross one ankle over the knee. Hip is open. Press down into that bottom foot. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lift. Try to relax through the throat and through the upper side of the body so the chest is not tensioned. You're lifting, gaze is following upon the horizon. Pulling up through the abdominals. Rest the head into the hands. Let them feel heavy here. You've got it. Beautiful. All right, 5 more seconds to go. We're going to switch legs. 3, 2, and 1. Continue to go into your crunches. Just switch over to the other side. Hip is open. Beautiful. Again, you don't have to switch. You don't have to cross the legs over if you want to keep your feet flat. Great job. We've got 10 seconds left. Keep going. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest down. Well done. Woo, beautiful. Take your hands away, shake it off. Bring your hands underneath your thighs if you want to rock yourself right up into your boat. Now, if you're coming right into your boat, maybe legs are lifted, maybe you're doing a boat with rotation. Draw your inner thighs towards center, tall through the spine. Here we go. Again, rotation's really important. Try to make sure that your upper body is tall and spacious. Legs come together. Your knees are shifting one side as you rotate. Try to keep them glued to the floor here. You've got it. Stay tall. Now, if you're just kind of new to boats or been there a while since you've been in them, maybe just holding an isometric hold. 10, 9, 8, 7. You've got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your feet down. Whew, well done. Excellent job. All right, that was set number 2 of our core. We've got one more round, and then we're going to get right into our stretching portion of class, the little bit of dessert that we have for today. So let's go ahead and make our way one more time into our planks for one last round. So 45 seconds. Now, I suggested a rocking plank earlier as an alternative option. If you aren't quite sure what that means, I'm going to do those on this round. I'm going to do them on my forearm. Feels a little bit less restrictive on my wrists. So rocking, basically shifting our weight forward and back. You can do this in a push-up plank position too, if you want to, even on your knees as well. So if you want to do shoulder touches, that's optional. You can do also just regular planks. That's optional. All right, bring your arms down, shoulders underneath, above the elbows. Hands are maybe clasped, whatever feels comfortable for you. Extend the legs. Back is long, bum is dropped. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rock it forward and back. Remember thinking about, you've got some support in through the core here. You're driving the navel towards the spine, keeping that engagement of the low belly. That's it. Feet maybe hip distance apart, rocking forward and back. So I've taken my shoes off and I'm kind of kicking myself now because my socks want to come off. So if you're having the same problem, I apologize. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your knees down. Press back onto your heels. Take a break. Whew. Excellent job. Well done. All right, we've got our extension portion of class. Going to extend the legs out. Rest on your tummy. Again, you can do swimmers with the arms extended. Whatever feels best for your body. Again, I only do it partly because I have that shoulder issue thing going on. So I'm just careful not to put myself in positions where it's going to strain my shoulder and my neck. So if you're comfortable reaching your arms up overhead, please do. All right, heads of the humerus, pull back. Shoulders are drawn back and down. Energize through the fingertips. Extend them out towards the floor. Reach through the toes. Inhale, lift. Lift, lift, lift. And here we go. Try to lift up as far as you can go, keeping that nice support through the belly, pulling in the belly and the glutes. Lengthen through the arms. Keep going. Gaze is forward. That's it. Great. Sorry. Always fun. That's it. Good job. Swim, swim, swim. Shoulders pull back. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Whoo, well done. All right. Let's press into the hands. Kick back onto our heels. Good. Such a nice way to just feel the lengthening of the spine. Relax through the shoulders. Excellent job, everyone. Well done. All right, let's make our way onto the floor on our back for our cross-legged crunches. Nice. All righty. So make our way here. Hands rest behind the head. Interlace the fingers. Soften the jaw. Soften the throat. Left ankle or right, whatever you want. Start with that cross-legged position. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lift. Slow and steady. So just focus. Focus on what you're using. Are you using your shoulders? Are you using your neck? Try to let the head feel heavy. Just see how that feels different. Good. Really be in sync with your breathing here. See if, as you're exhaling, what range you can really invite into your body here. Oh, you got it. Good. Let's go ahead. Switch sides. Right ankle over left. Open up through the hip. Relax through the shoulders. Keep going. Good. 15 seconds. Great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest your feet down. Take your hands from behind the head. Relax the body. All right, you know it's coming, our last boat. So let's go ahead, lift our knees. You can rock yourself all the way up, maybe coming right into that boat position. Go ahead and play around. Maybe you're going to go ahead and grab your weights at your heart. Here we go. Rotate nice and tall through the spine. Remember, we're facilitating this rotation by the engagement of the obliques. Keep the knees tracking forward. Lift and rotate. Nice job. 20 seconds. And I'll tell you, if you're rounding through the spine and you're rotating, you'll feel the compression. It's not comfortable. So try to stay as tall. If rotating doesn't feel good, maybe just hold that isometric boat. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Nice job, everyone. Beautiful. Let's take about 45 seconds, grab some water, get yourself comfortable. We're going to start in a seated position to do our stretches. So just get ourselves ready. I'm going to switch the music over to something a little softer. Oh, the puppy's all good, so I know everybody's okay. So for those of you who didn't hear at the beginning, my puppy is getting spayed today, and my son was taking her in. And of course, there was document issues, so we are all good. All right, so let's go ahead and make our way to the floor. Oh, and let's start off with our legs extended. Now, if you have a way to prop yourself up slightly so that you sits bones are a little bit lifted away from the floor, this may feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more accessible. I'm actually going to go grab a blanket to show you. I often do it as well, just to make sure my pelvis stays aligned. So I kind of typically have it readily available here. You don't even have to go up too high, but just with your sits bones slightly lifted really enables your low back to kind of be or your pelvis to be shifted slightly more into that neutral space. So legs are going to extend out long, and just go ahead and draw the inner thighs towards center. Sit up tall. Inhale, bring the arms up and over with that nice lift through the spine. From here, pull the navel in, let your arms lower. Now, as your arms are going to lower, just let them lower towards the shin. So your back is going to stay nice and long. Your low abs are going to push back. This is going to really help keep your pelvis from wanting to tilt forward, putting your hamstrings in a position where they're really, really straining with a lot of pull from the pelvis. So just lean in, and you'll notice here, I'm coming down. I can come down. If I round my back, I can extend my hands further. But today, with my back nice and long, I'm coming forward, and I get to that point where I'm like, yep, I can feel my hamstrings. I'm not going to go beyond that space. Take a few breaths. Try to relax in through the eyes, through the throat, through the jaw, through the shoulders. Terrific. When you're ready, we'll walk our hands back towards center, restack your spine. Take your feet so that the soles of the feet are back together, coming into a little hip opener here. So soles of the feet come together. Good. So when we're here, maybe this is just the right amount. If you're looking for a little bit more through the back side, so maybe through the low back or the shoulders, you can always lean in, but just do so with caution, because this can feel pretty intense on the hips. So we want to just be acting with utmost caution here. So we come down as far as feels good without forcing the body. Try to relax through the shoulders. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, relax. Try to let go of any tension we're holding into the hips and to the legs. You can see maybe just drawing awareness to your breath coming in and out of the body. Take this stretch as an opportunity to also connect mind and body. Maybe just bring some awareness to the body without judgment. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands back up and restack the spine. Nice job. Let's go ahead and come into a staff pose, legs extended out long. Good. And then let's go ahead and open up into a V shape here. Again, I'm still propped up on my pillow, on my blanket, moving my weights over as I go. And I'm nice and again, lifted here. So my feet are going to extend out to a V shape to give my inner thighs a little bit of a stretch here. So go ahead and energize through the feet. Bring the toes kind of towards you with the heels pressing out. From here, you can stay nice and tall. Same thing as we did with our forward fold earlier. I want you to press back through the low belly. Maybe take the arms forward. Back is long. So I'm coming forward, but I'm really cautious not to tilt my whole body forward, because what happens is my pelvis is going to totally tilt forward, put a lot of strain on those hamstrings. Maybe I bend in a little bit to the elbows to just give a little bit more sensation. I can feel a little opening through the inner thighs. Nice and subtle. And again, your range is going to be different than everybody else's, so you're unique in your body. So just experiment what works best for you. Nice job. Walk your hands back towards center and restack the spine. Fantastic. Let's take our legs into just this crisscross position. And we're going to do a gentle rotation. So from here with our spine nice and long. I kind of like to start with my arms extended. It just kind of invites this pulling of the head up and the grounding and rooting of the sits bones down. So I really can try to feel that sense of lift through the spine. Rotate, keep the belly button facing forward, but rotate through the upper spine. Rest the hands down, stay tall through the spine, rest the fingertips on the floor, lift. Maybe you turn your gaze beyond your right shoulder, but maybe not. Again, if you've got any neck issues, rotation maybe might not be the best for you today. And it really depends on how it feels for you. And as you come into this rotation, think of your kind of torso is like wringing out. So you're wringing out, the belly button's going one way, upper body's going the other, and just kind of squeezing out through the organ area. Nice job. Come back towards center with the arms lifted and extended, and then exhale, rotate to the opposite side, rest the arm down, fingertips rest down to the floor. Soften through the jaw, soften through the shoulders. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, come back and unwind your spine back towards center. Now we're going to do a little lateral stretches here. Always nice to stretch out the side of the body. I like to extend my arms out, fingertips resting on the floor, pressing gently into the floor just to kind of create a little bit of lift through the spine. Abs are drawn in. Inhale, take one arm up. Exhale, keep that same side hip down to the floor. Stay lifted through the spine, and then come into your lateral side bend here. So here, if I collapse in, I can come down a little further, but when I'm really lifted and engaged through my spine, my lateral bend looks a little different, and that's okay. So I'm really keeping my spine safe. It's like this gem, right? Our spine is a gem. It does everything for us. We want to take care of it and do everything we can to really baby it. Beautiful. Take that top arm, rest it back down, relax the shoulder. Good. Take the opposite arm up. Same thing. Lift up tall, lateral bend over to the opposite side. Stay lifted through the chest. Maybe you even feel a little lift through the belly. Ribs are open. Terrific. And then go ahead, come back in towards center. Nice job. Now hands are going to stay down on the floor. I'm just going to go ahead and rotate. My chin is parallel to the floor. Shoulders are square. Rotate towards the right. Back through center, rotate towards the left. Back through center. One more time, rotate towards the right. And this time, fingertips rest down to the floor. Take your gaze and your chin down towards the floor, down to where your fingertips are. And here you're going to give your upper trapezius muscle a nice little stretch with that opposite arm extended out long. Again, not trying to jam it, just trying to invite length. Beautiful. Lift your gaze. Turn towards center. Other side, rotate. Drop the gaze down. Opposite arm reaches long. Stay tall. Beautiful. Lift up. Come back towards center. Rest your hands on your knees. Beautiful. Now take your arms out wide. Elbows are going to kind of bend in at 90 degrees. Hands maybe internally rotating, getting the shoulder a little bit of internal rotation. We're going to drop one shoulder in. Come back through center. Drop the opposite shoulder in. Come back through center. Go ahead and just kind of flow here. Beautiful. Good. Let's do one more on either side. Great. And then when you're ready, come back towards center. Nice job. Now let's slowly make our way up to standing. If you have a yoga block at home, you're welcome to grab it. If you, I don't have one here right now. I'm just offering as an alternative option to maybe raise the floor to meet your body. You might not need it. So if you do have one, you can grab it, maybe just set it in front of you. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and come into a bit of a wide stance position here. So feet are going to be facing forward like you would be in a sumo squat. The only difference is your feet are not externally rotated here. So they're facing forward. However, I say that you can, if it feels better on your body, turn your feet out if that feels more comfortable. When I'm coming into my forward bend here, I'm going to make sure everything's nicely aligned. So my feet, ankles, and hips are nicely aligned. So I'm not going to cave into my knees. Now from here, we're going to place our hands just at our hips and open up through the chest a little bit, feeling that broadening through shoulder to shoulder. From here, we can go ahead and lean forward. Now, if you can't bring your head below your heart, maybe there's blood pressure issues, maybe it just doesn't feel right, come into a half forward fold. You can start to feel just in this position. I say you. I feel right in this position, a little bit of that lengthening happening in the back of my legs. I can feel a little bit of inner thigh work coming along here. So maybe you notice that as well. Maybe you want to come down a little deeper. So here, we kind of invite a little bit of an opening through the back of the body. Now, you may need to widen your stance or shorten your stance, depending on how it feels on your body. So if you are going, I find myself having to open up a little wider to get a little bit more room. And for some, that might not feel comfortable. Now, if you're here, try to relax in through the head. Let the head just kind of rest down with the crown of the head reaching towards the floor. And maybe shake your head yes. Just kind of let the head bob here nice and comfortably. Beautiful. Relax through the shoulders. You can even bend in through the elbows. So here, where I mentioned the yoga block, if coming down towards the floor doesn't feel good, but you can rest your hands on a yoga block just to raise the floor a little bit, like I've done here with the dumbbell, that can feel really good and spacious. Good. Now from here, let's go ahead and bring one hand to one hip, the other hand to the hip. Engage in through the glutes and lengthen one full clean sweep all the way up towards a standing position. Now toe heel your feet a little closer in towards center, and we're going to go ahead and do an inner thigh stretch. So with the bent, the right leg, we're going to bend into the knees, shift the weight, hips back, open up into that left leg. Back is long. Inhale, press in towards center. Exhale, press the hips back. Open up to that other side. It's a real intense inner thigh stretch. Back through center, over to the other side. Now, as I'm bending my knee is behind the toe. My hips are pressed back and my back is long. My abs are engaged. Back through center. We did a little bit of this at the beginning, but now we're really inviting just this intent. The intention is different. The intention is not to warm our body up, but to lengthen our body. Good. Come back through center. Whoo. Go ahead, toe heel your feet. Coming back about hip distance apart. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and extend the arms up overhead. Grab hold of your left wrist, lean over to the right. Press down through that right hip. Beautiful. Come back through center. Lean over to the left. Great. Come back through center. Take the hands one last time. Bring them behind you. Interlace the fingers. Open up the chest. Roll the humerus joints, the head of the humerus back and down. With the chest open. Beautiful. And then go ahead and release the arms to the side. Take your right arm, cross it across your chest, hook your left arm on your right, draw that shoulder blade down, give that imaginary friend a little handshake. Terrific. Go ahead and reverse other side. And go ahead and release. One last little wrist stretch here. Take your hands, interlace the hands. I'm going to come a little closer to the camera. And go ahead and just rotate through the wrists. Let's just do a few rotations on this one side, and then we'll go ahead and do a few rotations in the opposite direction. And the wrists do not get enough love. They do so much for us. A little bit like our ankles. Don't always necessarily take some time for those parts of our body. Go ahead, reverse the direction, other way. Getting a little bit of mobility in through the wrist joint here. Fantastic. Oh, that actually feels so nice. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and come back through center. Release the hands, shake it out. And we're going to close today off with a nice big inhale and exhale to celebrate the work that we did today. When you're ready, bend your knees, sweep your arms all the way up, breathe in. Place the palms together, meet with your hands at heart center. And celebrate you. Give yourself a few claps to really honor that you showed up today 99.9% of the challenge. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for also putting up with my slight distraction at the beginning with my puppy. I apologize. That's just life. So thank you so much, as always, from my heart to yours. Have a brilliant day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.